So you've seen all the videos. There's tons of videos circulating the iPad Pro and doing amazing things that have never been done before on a tablet. Editing video, sketching, drawing, music production, editing photographs. There's so much hype surrounding this product right now that I think we need to take it all and slow it right down. As you know, there are about 4 types of iPad people right now. The first type of person is the person who says, I can completely replace my laptop with this. I can use it to type documents, browse the web, watch movies, and do my standard work. And you're right, you can. Even though mobile Safari is nowhere near the desktop counterpart or even Chrome OS, you can get by doing it, and all the power to you. I wish I could be part of that workflow. The second type of person is the drawer, the artist, or the music producer. These people actually take the most advantage of the iPad Pro. Look, if you're an artist, we all know a Wacom digital tablet is a lot more accurate and a lot more usable than an iPad, but being able to have a device this size, this small to carry with you, and having a pen that's fairly precise to the point where your work is not that much different is a very valuable tool. Then there's the music producing people. They have amazing apps. There's a whole community behind the production of music using an iPad. I get it. You guys can actually take advantage of the hardware and produce some amazing results. Then there's the third type of people. This is where I fit in, the tech enthusiast, the early adopter. Every single time an iPad is released, I say, I'm buying it. I'm gonna do things I've never done before. I'm gonna replace half the things I do with the laptop on my tablet. And then I get it, I use it for a few weeks, maybe 4, and then I put it to the side because it can't do the things I want it to do. And if it can do the things I want it to do, I have to jump through like 15 different hoops to do it. And to do that every single day is just absolutely bonkers. Then there's the fourth type of people, the evangelists, the hardcores, even some might call them sheep, who will not listen to you and say they've completely changed their life with their iPad. They're now editing videos on it and creating these beautiful things. Look, I know you can edit video on this. I've done it with Adobe Rush, and I even tried LumaFusion. LumaFusion is fantastic, but it's still nowhere near the desktop counterpart. There's not as many transitions, you can't use After Effects or bring in animation. The effects are very limited. If I'm doing a simple Twitter video or doing the odd simple video here, great. If I'm cutting things up, great. You gotta bring your footage in through the camera roll, you gotta connect your camera directly or buy a dongle, hook up an SD card, and then import it. You can't work it off a drive, so if your iPad is only 256 gigabytes, you're gonna run out of space pretty darn quickly. What is the whole point of this video? Well, it's very simple. I wanna cool things down a little bit. There's just too much hype surrounding this product. Look, I would love to use this as my everyday laptop. I understand this is the best hardware that's ever been in a tablet. In fact, the hardware in here is so good, it's miles ahead a lot of laptops. But we still have 2 problems. iOS is not good enough for this type of experience. It needs to be opened up, okay? And until then, we cannot take advantage of it. We should not be adapting to our tablets. Our tablets should be adapting to us, just like we do on a desktop. The second thing is the app experience is nowhere near ready. Developers have not created apps that are just as full-featured as the desktop and laptop versions. I don't want you to spend your hard-earned cash on something you may regret. I'd rather you buy a MacBook Air, a MacBook Pro, or even jump over to Windows and use a Windows laptop. Do not let the hype get to you. Use some common sense, use some logic before buying this thing because you may regret it. For me, 3 to 5 years, that's when I think the iPad Pro might be a good laptop replacement. Until then, we're stuck with what we got, but it's looking good. The future's looking good, and I can't wait for the day where I can do everything on this. So that pretty much wraps up this little speech or rant about the iPad Pro. Beautiful device, but it's not perfect, and you gotta just push away the hype for a second and think about things. If you like the video, you know what to do. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit me up on Discord if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.